Hey, what is up guys? So we got something pretty cool for maybe some of you budget players that are interested in building monarchs. It depends what rarity the super quantums are, but if they are like really cheap, then we might have a really good budget deck for some of you players. But anyways, let's go ahead and check this out. So it's a monarch super quantum deck, and I know you're thinking, what the heck, how are you gonna bust this out? And then you'll be like, oh, I got it. But anyways, for the most part, it doesn't really matter what you're playing against. Your win condition is to bring out a card that basically says, I've won the game. Kind of like how, you know, a lot of these cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are now kind of like unaffected by things. It's kind of one of those towers kind of card. But what he busts out is crazy. Like, it's not just like one. You bust out double in a freaking same turn. It's crazy. But anyways, looks like there's Yosenju, Gradle, Kaiju. I'm mixing up all kinds of stuff in the other guy's deck. But thanks DevPro for sending in this replay. I didn't think of this. Monarchs kind of fell off the planet. People are just all about the Pepe pendulums right now. But I think this is a pretty good little combo here. So of course you're using the same concept of the Mega Monarch. If I could find it, dude, there's too many cards in the grave. So if you tribute summon this card by tributing a tribute summoned monster, you get to target one monster. Oh, when it is tribute summon, you get to target one monster in the field, destroy that target. Then if it was a light monster, both players send and many cards from their extra deck to the graveyard, but not more than the original level or rank from the destroyed one. So basically, it doesn't really matter. You're going to be sending 8 cards. And with Elder God NTSS, you get your playoff really safe, so you can destroy up to 3 cards. If you really want to send all 3, like if you need to get rid of 3 cards. So he's going to go ahead and activate this card effect over here, which is a Super Quantum Mecha Ship Magnet Carrier. So it's the field spell. It says you can discard 1 card, then target 1 Super Quantum Mecha Pilot monster you control, and then you can special summon 1 Super Quantum Mecha Beast XYZ monster. So basically, you get to turn whatever color monster it is into the Exceed, but that's not really the effect that you really want it for. You're just going to use this other effect that you can send this card from the field zone to the graveyard, then target 3 Super Quantum Mecha Beast XYZ monsters with different names in your graveyard, and or you control, and you special summon 1 Super Quantum Mecha Lord Great Magnus from your extra deck, and if you do, attach all of them to that monster. So he's going to go ahead and actually activate that effect. So he's going to target all 3 of them, and he's going to attach all of them to Super Quantum Mecha Lord Great Magnus. Now, in addition to that, he can pseudo space, because, you know, Chicken Ray pseudo space is also a thing. You can pseudo space Super Quantum Mecha Ship Magnet Carrier. So he's going to go ahead and activate that effect, send it to the graveyard. Then he's going to go ahead and add all 3 more, and he's got double. And then he's got this other card, Ovalar Region, just for like extra. I've won the game. But if you guys don't know what this card does, it's been a while since we talked about the Super Quantums. They haven't been really doing super hot in the OCG, but there was like a deck a while ago. But anyways, it requires 3 level 12 monsters, but you're not going to worry about that. The main effect is that once it has 2 or more during either player's turn, either player's main phase, you can detach 1 material from this card to shuffle 1 card from the field into the deck. So it's a bounce back 1, pretty good stuff. If it has 4 or more, it's unaffected by card effects, except for by Super Quantum cards. If it has 6 or more, your opponent cannot add cards from their deck to their hand by card effects. So it's like Thunder King, essentially. And then, if that wasn't enough, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 3 Super Quantum Mecha Beast XYZ monsters with different names from your graveyard. And he just busts out double in 1 turn. I mean, it doesn't really matter, like, you know, even if you don't happen to have, like, 3, because with Elder God NTSS, you get to pop potentially 3 cards. I know in this one he went and sent like 6 XYZs, and then he sent 2 Elder God NTSs and popped all the cards on the field. But if you really needed to get rid of all 3, like, you know, specific cards, you know that there's got, like, you know, something's going to destroy you. You have access to that, and that's really, really strong. And technically, I mean, you can't pull out 3 to my knowledge in 1 turn, because you can only send up to well, it's 8 unless you like increase the Zaborg's level or something, but I'm pretty sure it counts its level in the graveyard. It's irrelevant. You make 2 of these, you've won the game, all right? And you've popped potentially two cards, well, minimum 2. I guess if you really want to, you could pop 3 and just get 1 out. But that's a pretty insane effect, and I know some of you guys will be interested in trying out the deck yourself, so I've also got the deck profile for you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the deck. So it's the Monarch Quantums over here. Let me go ahead and sort it for you guys so it's easier for you guys to see. So first off, there's 1 copy of Erebus, 3 copies of Zaborg, 2 Aether, the Heaven Monarch, 1 copy of the Great Mara Monarch. Oh, this is DevPro's build, by the way. I don't really know exactly what the perfect build for Monarchs are, but this card's a new card. It's your opponent can't activate cards or effects in response to the activation of a normal summon monster's effect. Then he's got 3 copies of Eidos, 2 copies of Idea, 1 1-for-1, 3 Pandeity Monarchs, 1 Overlay Region. I think it's just a random card that he's kind of teching in. And then he's got 1 Reinforcement Army, 3 Tenacity, 1 Trade-In, 3 Upstart, 3 Terraforming, 1 Twin Twister, 1 Hand Destruction, 1 the Monarch Storm 4th, 1 Super Quantum Mecha Ship Magna Carrier, because you have 3 of these to search it out, and then you can just pseudo space it. And then 3 Chicken Race, 1 pseudo space, 1 Jar of Avarice, 1 Escalation of the Monarchs, and 2 of the original Monarch. For the extra deck, he's got 3 copies of Elder God NTSS, 3 copies of Cyframe Lord Omega, and then 3 Super Quantum Mecha Lord Great Magnus. Then 2 copies of each, so 2 of the red, 2 of the green, and 2 of the blue. I think he really only needs this many, but I mean, technically when this card goes away, right, you gotta put all of them back, so I mean, you definitely play as many as you want, because Monarchs, they don't really need the extra deck. They usually like to destroy their own extra deck, which is pretty interesting. So thanks again, DevPro, for showing off this cool build, because like I said, I feel like it could be budget friendly. It depends on the rarity of these in the TCG. We don't know the rarity of the Super Quantums, but I know the Monarch stuff will all be budget friendly, and obviously Chicken Race isn't a very expensive card. You don't really need the Jar of Avarice. I think this might be like a couple bucks, but for the most part, I'd say it's a really budget friendly deck. Again, it depends on the rarity of these in the TCG, but for the most part, yeah, it could be budget friendly indeed. But let me know, guys, what you think of the deck. And let me know if you guys think it can be competitive, because I mean, there's so many decks that can get rid of this card, but when you make double, some decks don't have an out to double towers. Like, they have that 1 Diamond Crag King, or they have that 1 Utopia Lightning, and then that's it. There's that 1 card. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. It's been your boy Will Smith, signing out.